Kimi K3 has been absolutely insane. People are even saying that it's better than COD Fable 5, but it seems like Fable 5 has been taking a beating from a lot of different models right now. But in this video, we're going beyond the benchmarks and seeing how well it really can do. Not just with websites and apps, but with actual games, which if you've been paying attention, Kimi K3 has been really looking strong in that arena. Without further ado, let's get started. First game that I wanted to create with Kimi K3 was Call of Duty. It's a personal favorite of mine, and I typed in this prompt, and I will say this took kind of long, 40 minutes to an hour to create, but after that, I got this game right here. This was me using Kimi K3 at max, and it did turn out pretty good, if I do say so myself. If you've seen some of my other videos, you have seen how well this looks compared to ChatGPT, Fable 5, and even Grok 4.5. This is actually a pretty strong competition, even with Fable 5 being the latest model. I was able to go ahead and complete this whole level, shoot the bad guys, and it felt really fluid and smooth to play with. The only issue that I ended up having with this is that when I turned around and I cleared the level, it was still this one guy that was inside the building. He was able to shoot at me, but I couldn't actually attack back. So I couldn't actually defeat the person to clear the level. So I could never actually complete the level, even though all the guys on the ground were completed. Either way, still a strong competition for this type of thing. Next one, I want to do this Dragon Ball Z style game. And well, I use this prompt here in order to make this type of game. And Kimi K3 run for an hour. And it gave me back something that I didn't really expect. It gave me back this game right here, which is this 3D 2D fighter, which looks really good. And I was able to actually play this game, as you see here. And not only that, this game had the ability to teleport behind people. It had combo hit stuns where while I'm attacking a person or being attacked, I'm like stun locked. So it ends up running into a combo. I was able to shoot blasts and give myself a power up to Super Saiyan. And from these two characters, you can tell that one's Vegeta and the other one's Goku. And the AI here is actually pretty good. It doesn't even stop there. I actually have an ultimate. So once I power up and charge up fully, I can have an ultimate that stops time and I get a free ultimate attack off, which is pretty cool. Overall, this was actually pretty fun to play. I'm not really a keyboard and mouse player, but if I had a controller and was playing this, oh, the combos would be sick for something like this. And mind you, this game and the last one was all one shot, so I didn't do this more than one prompt and let it go. I will say both wait times were close to an hour to actually do this. But the third one that I actually ended up doing, well, was Mario. Classic Mario example. I let it go and gave it this prompt right here. And this one was pretty lengthy, I will say. This one was probably an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours to complete this game right here. And I kind of see why it took that long. This game by far, with all the models that I've used so far, is by far the smoothest when it comes to the look and feel of it. I even did this one with Fable 5, and I may do a video comparing the results later on. But this one looks most like a Mario game and looks better than what you would get on an old school Game Boy. This looks a little bit more of a modern browser game still. Not AAA or anything, but not only am I able to complete a level, jump on the Goombas, break the boxes, I'm able to get these mushroom power-ups that make me bigger, which is already cool. I also like the music design. Do you hear this? This music design is pretty crisp when it comes to that. But then just stop there. As I progressed through the level and was able to break the blocks, and even they added moving platforms, they didn't just give me one level, they gave me 2 levels. So imagine being able to create a game with multiple levels using AI with one prompt, which is kind of crazy if you think that. It would probably take a developer's many of hours to do this, many of money and time, and I'm paying what, maybe $20 to get 2 levels back. Not a bad trade-off. That's not a Kimi K3 thing, that's a AI thing in general. And even with the next level, the music changed and everything. This is absolutely crazy. but still more of the same type of Mario style game. Very good looking graphics, great looking feel. One thing I do want to add with Kimi K3, although this is amazing, I will say that you may want to get a higher tier or just use API credits in general, because even though I made these 3 games and they came out pretty good, one shot all 3 of these, by the way, is that these things were taking up massive amount of credits, not credits, well, tokens, in order to make this, especially the input tokens. That Mario game that we just made, it took 4 or 5 million tokens as input into making this game. And I think a lot of the token consumption came from, well, the AI actually testing out the game after it was done. Instead of you testing it out, it tested it itself out and fixed whatever thing it did fine. Which is not a problem, but huge token consumption when it came to a lot of these things. Each game, also, I hit the rate limit. So they have a 5-hour rate limit, and I'm on the $20 tier for Kimi K3. But I hit the rate limit every single time for every game. So when I made one game, I had to wait another 5 hours for the rate limit to reset to make the next one and the next one. And with the last 2 games, I got like through it, and then I will have to wait 5 hours. So it took like hours to make the Dragon Ball Z style game. 10 hours of prompting and waiting to make that game. And then it probably was a little extra because on top of that, I did have to prompt it and let it work a little bit. And on the Mario game, I had to wait like hours. I had to wait for it to reset 3 different times. So that's 15 hours for the Mario game to even complete. Plus the time it took for it to actually make the game, which is like an hour. It took a while for this to do. And if you're in a time crunch, that's a huge drawback. With Fable 5, ChatGPT, they may be a little bit more expensive, but they're getting that thing done immediately and probably with less token inputs, I would say. Overall though, Kimi K3 is insane, but not perfect. If you do like these type of videos and you want to see more videos about the latest and greatest AI, or you want to see comparisons with other potentially better AIs, you should definitely like and subscribe. That being said, your boy Dex Not Dexter out.